when you don't have good money management skills, you go spend your money and you create this life for you to make it look like, you're doing good in life. But then there's a consequence that comes behind that because you have bad credit, because you mismanage your money. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to take that trip so bad, and now you've been late too many times on your rent. And they ain't having that because it's 2024. Nobody's late on their bills anymore. If you're pushing 30, you need to have a budgeting system ASAP. All right, you guys. So I want to find a page that my kids have not drawn on. And I need to plan out what I want my next planner to look like. I'm so excited to be blessed enough to come out with my second planner, but I have some changes. So this planner, as you guys know, I created it for myself, and all of the busy things I have going on. So here we are, this planner, and I thought that I had everything that I needed in it, right? We have monthly calendar, we have weekly, we even have a expense tracker, we have monthly budget, everything that I use, right? And then we even have a little affirmation. But I still found myself using notebooks. I write everything down. And so, trial and error, I feel like I need to add more things to this. I want it to be more useful for my schedule, and I know that it would be more useful for anyone that purchased my planner also. And so I'm going to just jot down some notes and plan with you guys what I want my next planner to look like for 2025. And if you guys have any suggestions on what you like or any preferences, then send them my way. You can message me or just comment down below. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys my Energel 0.5 pens that I just bought. Got some new toys. They're in different colors. And one is missing because I've been using the black one. I love the way it writes. I guess today I'll use blue. Okay, so we're going to put this planner to the side. And I just want to write out. So for the year 2025, I actually want it to be an 18-month planner, right? And I still want it to be financial. So I do want my budget sheets in there. I love the affirmations, but I feel like the affirmations for the month, it took up a whole page, right? Let me show you guys. And we're going to get into this too. But you see, happiness is not found, it's created. I needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Being this busy, got so much going on, it's hard to keep your mental together. Happiness is not found, it's created. You can't expect happiness to come from another person, from materialistic things, from money, anything tangible. You have to create it within your mind. And so that was so needed, right? But it's just not needed on a big ass page like this. I could have had it like somewhere over here. I feel like I needed more space for my monthly calendar. And so I want my next planner to be a 2-page calendar. And that way the calendar would be this big instead of this big. So these are all the things I want to keep. And then down here, these are the things I would like to add, which is a 2-page calendar. Y'all, I love these pens. Like, they just write so smoothly. It kind of makes my handwriting, in my opinion, look a little more sloppier. But it's just such a smooth glide when you're writing. I love it. So I'm sorry if my handwriting is sloppy today. Blame it on the pen. Okay. Yeah, so I love how I have planner, and then when you close it, it's planned. To me, that is a big, big, big dopamine release when you talk in past tense. Okay, I'm definitely keeping my name, Jazz Manifestation. All my budget sheets, I'm keeping. I am keeping weekly, but I'm changing it. So as you guys see, I was writing my own 6 a.m., 11 a.m., and I would write my workout, and then at the bottom, I have dinner, exactly what I'm making for dinner for the entire month, which was always just like a plan, rough draft type thing, so that I have some type of idea. I could just go and look. But when it's time for me to do my grocery list, you know, I'm writing my grocery list on paper or putting it in my notes in my phone. And I personally want my planner to have every single thing, every single department of my life in my planner. I'm gonna have monthly, but I want to add daily. And the monthly is gonna have a Bible scripture. So over here, I just wanna write monthly, weekly, and daily. Okay, so for the 2-page calendar, which is going to be monthly, I want an affirmation, but I'm also going to add scriptures, which is just going to be one. You know, I'm going to pick a scripture that I'm going to basically marinate in for that month. I think that would be really, really good for me. And then weekly is also going to be 2 pages. So I want to add, it's going to be 2-page weekly, and it's going to be vertical this time. So you know how like weekly is like going across. I want columns, and I want it to be 2 pages. So this right here is 2 weeks, but I want 2 pages of 1 week. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then there's going to be an extra column. And then in that extra column, I want to have my grocery list, and then maybe like my prayers or something. That's what I'm saying. There's so much. Even after putting my whole life in this book, I realized quickly that my whole life was not in this book. And now we're back at the drawing board. This is the drawing board, and I want to take you guys with me. I do want y'all's opinions. And I want you guys to just be on this journey with me on creating organization within your chaos. You know, that's basically what it is. Everybody's life is chaotic. Everybody has such a busy, busy, busy story. And you just want to organize it. You want to organize it. It makes it a smoother flow. You even find out when you write things down and plan it that you have more time to do other things. Or hell, you got more time to lay down. You got more time to scroll on Instagram. You got more time to do whatever bad habit you want to keep. Or let go of the bad habit, right? Okay. I want grocery lists on there. And then I also want a section for prayers. And that would be for the week. Okay. Something I don't have on here is daily. Yes, I do. I do too. Wait a second. Am I tripping? I do. I do have daily. I turn weekly and daily into the same thing, basically. Like, that's why I would do, like, you know, 6 a.m. workout, 8 a.m. work, 12 p.m. eat, you know. But I want something like with lines in it. I want a checklist. I want to do like a water intake. And then I don't know about you guys, I literally write everything out. Do y'all write down y'all's chores for the week? Or just a daily chore list? I do that a lot, but I always put it in the notes section in my phone, or I write it down. And like I said, my goal is to put everything in one book, and that way I don't got a million different things to look up when I want to do something different. You know what I'm saying? So for the daily section, it's going to have Monday, Sunday through Saturday. But I want a cleaning section or schedule. And then I also want, for each day, I want your water intake habit bubbles. So let's say water intake bubbles. Yeah. Which would be, so like you'll have Monday and then Tuesday and then Wednesday, right? But there's gonna be 8. Was that 8? It's gonna be 8 bubbles beside each day, right? And in order to get a gallon of water a day, you have to drink 8 16-ounce bottles a day. So every time you drink a bottle of water, you either gonna check mark or color it in. Every time. You know? So yeah. My plan is to utilize it every single day, down to every time I drink a bottle of water. Or by the end of the night. Let's say you already know, you haven't opened your book all day, you already know. I only had a half a gallon, so I will only color in 4 for that day. And it just helps you keep track. It helps you get a dopamine release. I need to make a video on that just in case anybody is confused. That dopamine release is how you trick your mind for success, to be a millionaire, to be a successful mother, to get through that toxic breakup time. You need dopamine releases, and you always get dopamine release no matter what, but you get a dopamine release through having sex with that toxic ex. Right now you're getting a dopamine release from smoking a cigarette, drinking alcohol, eating chocolate. And so you want to switch that up, and the only way to get a dopamine release, to trick your mind into doing good habits, is to change your reward system. That reward system that you get from having sugar is the reward system that you want to get. You want your reward system to come from drinking water. But of course, you got to pee all the time. That ain't no dopamine release. So what you do is when you finish, when you feel accomplished, that is the new dopamine release. But how do you feel accomplished? By check marking. Okay, I did that. Checklist. That's the dopamine release. And the more that you do that, the more you change the habit. And the more habit you change and you continue to, your brain is going to start drinking that water on its own. And it's not going to be such a fight to do healthy things. It's not going to be such a fight to clean your house, drink water, write down what you need to do, save money, let go of that toxic ex, go running like you're supposed to, move your body. It's not going to be so hard to do it because your brain is going to do it. It's going to make you want to. You're going to have that urge to drink water. You're going to have the urge to go out and go running, move your body, because your brain wants the dopamine release of finishing. There you go. So another thing I want to add is a bookmark or tabs. So I'm still trying to decide that, but these are the tabs that I added in myself, and I wanted you guys to be able to, find your own color and just do whatever you want to do, make it your own. But I think I wanted to already come with tabs this time, or a bookmark. I think it's cute how the bookmarks attach to the spiral. And that way you know exactly where you left off at, because you know every day we're in this, because we're also writing down our expenses every single night before we go to bed. Everything that you've spent in your bank account, because we growing credit over here. We staying on budgets, and we are giving our kids a life that will not have a consequence. When you don't have good money management skills, you go spend your money and you create this life for you to make it look like, you know, you're doing good in life. But then there's a consequence that comes behind that, because you have bad credit, because you mismanage your money. You know what I'm saying? You got eviction notices because you wanted to take that trip so bad, and now you've been late too many times on your rent. And they ain't having that, because it's 2024. Nobody's late on their bills anymore. Like, it's, you know, if you're pushing 30, you need to have a budgeting system ASAP. In your 20s, you need to have a budgeting system. But I know that my audience is around my age. There is people who don't know about budgeting, because I was one of them. That's how I know. So, okay, back to it. Y'all know my Martin Luther King head ass always gotta preach. Okay, let's stick to the topic. Okay, the thing that I'm changing is the size of it. I think I used to carry a briefcase, so the size of it was not a problem. But the days that I don't have my briefcase, it's like, you know, I want it to be smaller, something that could fit in a nice tote bag, but a big purse, you know what I'm saying? Not a whole briefcase. So I'm going down to the size A5. And then another thing I want to add, I want for it to be quarterly. I just want to add quarters in there. So planner, we're going to put. Now, another thing that I'm adding is the back, the very back of it. This is what I need. This is the reason why everything that I write in my notebooks, I'm making sure it's gonna all go in this planner. So the things that I'm always writing down is Christmas lists. And I want a column for each child. And I only have 2, but I'll make sure when I make it, I at least do about 4 or 5 for the ones for the mother hens. I want in the back of it, I want a vacation checklist, and I think I'm gonna have about 3 of them. That's realistic, right? What do you guys think? 3 vacations a year? That should be enough. And so within the vacation checklist, I wanted to have a itinerary. How the hell you spell itinerary? It's I-T-I-N-E-R-A-R-Y. Y'all spelled going too fast. I done spelled it wrong. But itinerary, and then I want a to-do list, like packing to do, or like packing list. When and where. I think that would be so good, you know. I think that's gonna be like top of the top. I'm so excited. Okay, and then did I say, oh, a Christmas list? No, so not Christmas list, but I want it to be just like a gift list, you know, because we also got birthdays. And then, you know, maybe you want to do your mom and dad or whatever. So that would be the gift list. And then I want a holiday section, and that's where Christmas will come in at. So that would be the Christmas list column. And then I also want another column that's like decorating list. And then I want like event or party column, just like for notes or whatever. And then like maybe holiday plans column or box. Oh my God, you guys, I am so excited for this next planner. I'm ready to get started on it right now. But thank you guys so much for watching my rough draft of what I want my next planner to be like and how I felt like it could serve me and you guys better than what I have already created. So if you have any suggestions, let me know.